Hey guys, it's Scott from Channel Zero, and today I'm going to answer a question that I actually got on the Channel Zero Facebook marketing page. And that question came from Christian at Emily's Taco Shop in San Diego. Christian asked a question that he basically wants to know how to get articles and PR. Articles submitted to local newspapers, local magazines, etc. Now, it's a little bit off topic from social media marketing, but it does have value, and I know a lot of you could use that information as well. And because I have experience actually in getting articles submitted to local newspapers and magazines and writing them and everything, the whole process from my financial consulting business that I had years ago, I thought I would go ahead and answer Christian's question and try to help some of you out as well as help him out and just be a blessing. Now, I want to say this just to start with. I have a strange fascination with San Diego and Phoenix, Arizona. I don't know why. I've never been to either of those two cities, but I just got a feeling I would love them, and I'm supposed to spend some time there or something. So that being said, Christian, if you ever need a marketing guru, all you got to do, man, is fly me out and let me sleep on the couch and feed me from the taco shop for a few days, and we're good, man. It's a deal. So one of the first things I want to say is if you're looking at doing any type of press releases or getting any type of coverage from magazines, newspapers, radio, TV, whoever it be, local press, more national press, however, the first thing you want to do is make sure that your website and your social media is in order. You don't want anything, an article or anything driving traffic to your Facebook or to your website or to Google or to Yelp or anybody searching for you just to discover that you have a bunch of bad reviews about your restaurant or your business. So if there are bad reviews on there, you want to get that taken care of first. Look at what the customers are saying, fix those issues, build you some good reviews, then go after the press releases and the PR and let those start driving traffic not only to your restaurant but to your website and to your social media. So that's the first thing you got to keep in mind if you have a small business or a restaurant or anything for that matter. Now, I will say this, that I did take a quick look at Christian's Taco Shop. Actually, it's called Emily's Taco Shop, but Christian's the one who sent the message. Emily's Taco Shop, and man, I got to say, congratulations, guys. It looks like you're doing some really good work out there. The Yelp reviews were good. The Google reviews were good. The Facebook reviews were good. Everybody seems to really like you guys and to really like your food. That was a common theme, is that the portions were very large and that the people were very nice, that it was a hidden gem. So you're doing a great job. You sure could use a lot more of those reviews, but you're off to a phenomenal start. So pat yourself on the back. You did a real good job there. So I wouldn't be afraid to drive traffic to your guys' sites. There's no web page right now. I don't know what's up with that. But as far as driving traffic to what you guys do have up already through public, through PR, or magazines or newspapers or press releases, what have you, I'd be fine with it from what you guys got going on. Now, the next question, or the first question, if you got everything in place, you got to ask yourself is, what's the story? What's the why? And what's the goal behind the press release? So there's got to be kind of a story or a why that you're doing it, and you got to know what the goal is, or you're not going to be able to measure its effectiveness. Without the why, without the story, you don't know who to pitch it to. You don't know how to reverse engineer it. So you can't start the process until you really know what the end goal is and what your objective is, what the story is, and what the why is behind that story. So just giving you kind of an example of why that's important. So your story is going to be that it's National Adoption Day and Emily's Taco Shop is actually named after our daughter, Emily, who we adopted. Now, that's a good story. That's going to be something easy to get picked up. See, every restaurant's doing press releases. Every restaurant is submitting them, and every restaurant wants reviewed, and every restaurant wants coverage. But you got to have a real story behind it in order to get the attention of a reporter. Something else you could do is double the size of our burritos and double the size of our business. We use Channel Zero Marketing and received a 44% increase this month in business just from Facebook ads alone. There's got to be some type of story. It just can't be specifically about your restaurant. It's got to be a story or a cause or business or something related to that. I hope you're getting that point. That's what's going to separate you from everyone else who's submitting press releases. That's what's going to get you on the radar of the contact person, of the reporter that you're trying to get a hold of. So you want to develop that first, because you don't know who to submit it to if you don't know what your story is, you don't know what your why is. So for example, those ideas that I gave you, if it's the National Adoption Day and Emily's your adopted daughter who you named the restaurant store after, then you're going to want to reach out to the cultural entertainment reporter at the magazine. So you know specifically who you're going after. You're going to be able to find them online. You're going to be able to read the magazines, the newspapers, see their name in there. Most people are putting emails. Most reporters are putting emails and Twitter handles now after their articles. So it's real easy to find them via Twitter, via the websites, via LinkedIn. It's pretty easy to get a hold of reporters now, but you got to have something that separates you from what everybody else is submitting to them. I also would make sure that it's very personal what I submit to them. So I've got the story, but I'm going to start the letter or the email or attach the press release, but the email is going to say, Dear Henry, Dear Maria, I wanted to bring this to your attention. I thought you might be interested. So name the reporter. You're going to have to customize every single email that you send out or every pitch that you send out in whatever form that you send it out in. To continue along that line of thought, if you did the double the burritos, double the size of my business, you would reach out to the business reporter in your area or for that magazine, or to your business journals, things of that nature. And if you're just wanting a review of your restaurant, a food critic, then that's pretty easy to find. You want to address them by name. I would probably dig a little deeper and do a little more research, because most large newspapers have more than one food critic. So I would read back for a little while and find somebody who's written a lot of nice reviews, somebody that doesn't seem to be so harsh. So that way you can kind of hand pick who it is. See if you can find someone who's actually reviewed a taco shop before and gave them a good review. Then they might be a fan of tacos and you guys could easily win them over. And that's who I would go after. So it takes a lot of legwork, a lot of research to be able to get this done. So your options to get this done, basically you've got three ways you can approach it, Christian. You can bootstrap it. If you say, man, I got more time than I got money, I've got to make this happen on my own and I got to do it myself, then there's a lot of free templates online. Just Google press release restaurant template free. Any of those keywords, you put them all together, you're going to get some free templates. Again, don't use those templates. That's what everybody's using. It's a guideline. You got to have a really strong headline. You got to have a really good story. You got to have a really good why. You got to have something in there that's going to catch the reporter's attention and make you stand out from everybody else who just wants attention for the restaurant. You got to have a special reason why. But the great thing is, community events and adoption day and business and all these, you can hit the same newspaper 4 different times through the year, but you're talking to 4 different reporters in 4 different sections. And that allows you to stay relevant and in the newspaper at a more consistent basis, rather than just trying to get a food critic review as much as you can or something like that. I hope this is all making sense. So if you're going to bootstrap it and you're going to do it yourself, find the free templates online. Invest a lot of time in research and finding the names and everything I've already suggested. So basically the 4 steps: you're going to find your local media outlets, make a list of everybody that you would like to have your stuff appear in, then target the right people at those media outlets. So you got to do the research and find out who it is that you're going after. Then you got to make a great pitch, great headline, great stories to get that media coverage, and then be prepared. Be prepared for interviews, anything like that. So if they do call you and they want to put you on the radio, or they want to put you on TV, or they want to quote for the paper, whatever it is, have your elevator pitch ready. Have your 30-second promo ready that you can just off the cuff repeat at any time if they just show up or they call out of blue. So you want to be prepared for that. I think your guys' social media presence is already prepared for that pretty much. So you're good there. You're golden there. If you've got a little bit of money and a little bit of time and you want to mix it up, what I would probably do, you say I'm not really good at writing, I don't know how to write a good headline, I don't know what copywriting is really about. What you can do then is get all the information together in just a simple Word document, and then I would go to like Fiverr.com, and you can find people for $5 who write professional press releases, and I'll put a link below this video to Fiverr. But for $5 or $6, and sometimes it goes up 10 or 20, but you could basically give them the information and let them put it in a really professional format that you could deliver. So that's a real easy way to do it. You could go to Upwork.com, be another option. So there's several places out there. You could find some really cheap help getting that done. So you could kind of do the legwork and the research, and then have somebody else professionally write it and then submit it. So that might save you some time and without spending a lot of money. The other option, obviously, is you can reach out to something like, PRweb.com or some public relations group in your city. And hire them. If you've got more money than you got time, you're super busy running a restaurant and taking care of customers, but you've got a little bit extra money that you'd like to throw at this to get some attention, then you can set up some type of PR firm to handle all of this for you. And they're the ones who will find out who they should be contacting. They're the ones who will be writing the great headlines and press releases. They're the ones who will be emailing and following up with phone calls. They're the ones that have to come up with 4 different ideas through the year to make sure that you're quarterly in the paper. That's what you pay them the big money for. So those are kind of your options, man, for doing press releases. I hope you find that helpful. I hope anyone who's watching this video is able to take a little bit of that information and know what goes into getting a press release out now a little better for your restaurant, and a new angle maybe to hit it at. If you got any more questions, Christian, feel free, man, to just send me a message and I'll try to help you out, or to leave them in the comments on the Facebook page. Again, anyway, man, I'll try to help you out. I really hope this has been a blessing to you. I really hope that your guys' business continues to blossom and prosper, and you do really well. Again, it sounds like your customers really love the food and they really like you guys. So I wish nothing the best for you. I hope that really takes off. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump off here and I'm going to do a quick social media review. Like I said, I think you guys are doing pretty good. But if I can give you 1 or 2 things that might enhance it, that might make you better than the taco shop down the street, get more eyes on you, more attention on you, then I want to help you out that way and be that blessing to you. Thanks, man. Okay, man. So let's look at this review real quick that we did on your Facebook page. And you're actually doing pretty well, Christian, on the Facebook page, whether that be you or whoever setting it up. I think I kind of said that before already. But, if we look at a page comparison, you're scoring about a 75, which is really a good score in the Facebook page market. If you look at other people in your niche, they're averaging about a 46, 42 for similar brands. So you're doing really well compared to others. Now, I've found a lot of other taco shops in California, a lot of other Mexican restaurants and such that were equal or higher. But on an average, if we look across Facebook on an average, you're definitely doing better than most. No website. Again, I don't know why you guys don't have a website. It's real good for retargeting, building email list, a lot of different things you can do with that. It's going to help you in your SEO with Google and etc. But there's no website. You've got no milestones. So you got no opening date. You got no anniversary date. You've got a lot of things that just could be added in there that are going to really help Facebook algorithm, your page get promoted and higher and better. And you've only liked one other page, and I think I even saw that it might have been another Emily's page. Maybe it was a Facebook page you tried to set up beforehand and then went to this one. I don't know, but you definitely want to interact with more businesses in your area, comment on their stuff, like their stuff as Emily's Taco Shop page. Because when you do that, then people are going to see it in their feeds and they're going to jump over and take a look at your site and what you got going on. So it's smart to do that. Post per day, 1.3. You're good there. You're not getting a lot of likes, comments, and shares per post. That needs to go up. And one of the ways that you do that is you ask questions of your audience, take polls. It's a great way to not only get engagement to help with the likes, comments, and shares per post, but it's also a way to get feedback from your customers. So ask them about new stuff you're trying. Ask them about what you wished your shop carried for them. Ask them if they prefer this or that. Ask them what they think about this picture. Get them to interact with you is what you want to do there. You're mixing the post up quite a bit, so that's pretty good. Your timing is perfect. I think if we scroll down here between 18 and 21 GMT, so San Diego time, that's about 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., I think. So you're doing perfect on that. Keep posting there. You got good length of post, not too long, not too short. Again, you should be asking more questions. You're using hashtags, so you're doing pretty good there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, the one thing I did see that I would recommend that you work on is there were no check-ins. I didn't see any check-ins. I wouldn't say no check-ins. Let me rephrase that. There was about 180 check-ins, but that should be a lot more. So you want to find a way to try to encourage people to check into your restaurant. So if once a week on Taco Tuesday, you want to offer a free fountain drink to anybody that checks in. You can just put that on your board out front. You can have your servers tell them. You can tell them when you greet them. Just say, hey, if you're on Facebook and you're willing to check in here and show that to us, your soft drinks on the house today. And that being said, as I was thinking about that idea, I did happen to jump over and I was seeing this. It looks like if this is still current and in your shop, I see cans and different imported sodas, but I don't know if you have a fountain drink. But man, I don't know much about the restaurant business. I'm a marketer, but I can't imagine. I think from the time I did work in restaurants, that the cost of soft drinks was 5 to 20 cents maybe for a large one. So adding that in there, if it saves you money, might be something you want to look at, especially when you can do promotions like that your soft drink is on the house on Tuesday or on Sunday or sometime, just by checking in. So it costs you 5 cents or 20 cents to get somebody to post and check in. And those check-ins really help. They also help the people talking about you on Facebook. So just like if you've ever seen someone check into somewhere and you thought, what is that place about? Or if on Taco Tuesday, and I just keep going back to that as an example, I don't even know if you do a Taco Tuesday, but it's one of my favorite things here in Cincinnati. But if you got a bunch of people checking in the local neighborhood, then other people are going to start taking note of that. If a bunch of people come down from work that all work in the same office, 4 of them, 6 of them having lunch together, and they're all checking in and it's popping up in the Facebook feed, then their other coworkers and family members or friends are going to say, Emily's Taco Shop, how come I haven't heard of that? Because everything I read in reviews, you guys are a hidden gem. So that's going to help you get unhidden. That's going to help you get found. So that's just something I might look at. What I'd like to look at now is let's just jump over here to the Power Editor, and I want to give you an idea of what some good marketing behind the scenes can do for you guys with Facebook ads. And I don't know if you run Facebook ads at this point, and I know that's kind of not the question you brought up, but I just wanted to make sure, trying to be helpful, man, trying to give you as much information and value as I can in this short amount of time. So I just kind of jumped back here into Power Editor and Facebook ads. And what you're going to see is, let me scroll down here. I put in your address here for the restaurant. I went 1 mile radius of your address. So we can see that on the map here, just 1 mile. These are people that are within 1 mile of your restaurant. I broke the age group down to working professionals, roughly, 24 to 50 years old, men or women. There's 23,000 people that are a potential reach in that neck of the woods, if you will. So even at $5 a day, a budget, if you ran a lunchtime ad special from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. that, come in a two for one deal, you're going to be reaching, even at $5 a day, up to 1,400, plus people. 350 to 1,400 is the estimated reach of people out of that 23,000 for your lunchtime ads. And that's just $5 for that day. So you could, run that a few times or run it once a week or various ways you could do it. If you wanted to even narrow it down more, there's a lot of ways you could do that. So I could go in here and do people that have shown interest in tacos on Facebook. Now that's going to significantly lower our number. Look, now it's 3,300. But that's 3,300 people in a 1 mile radius of your restaurant that have shown on Facebook that they have some type of interest in tacos. So they followed some type of page or like something along the lines of some Taco Tuesday advertisement. something like that. So it's really niche specific, but even then, you're still reaching 150 to 650 people roughly for a $5 ad spend. That's potential customers that are really interested in what you have. Now you can change the language up to make it Spanish speakers, people that are interested in, and you may know some other things that's a common denominator that ties your customers together, that they all share and they all like the same thing. So those are just some of the things you can do behind the scenes, man. I hope you found all of this really helpful, and I hope you're able to utilize some of it and just continue to let your business grow and be blessed.